Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. It is Friday.
Yeah, Friday. I guess a lot of people are like probably still stuck in the jam right now, right? I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're right. It's about that jam time hour.
Is it still jam? I think so,
don't know.
right? For the past few days or so, I realized
Yesterday
it's like,
evening and the day before, we realized that in the evening and night hours, the traffic is back, and maybe it's even worse than normal. So it looks like most people are over the main part of their Chinese New Year holidays. But I think also because many people are going still for dinners, Chinese New Year dinners, right?
seriously?
All the way up to the 15th. Yeah, we did.
All right, that's true. Not tonight though. Right, tonight we'll be busy preparing for the for the workshop tomorrow and also for the weekend as well. Okay, so we are currently at the studio, and of course it's like we are in the midst of preparing, like clearing the energy of the studio, repacking everything, and preparing for the setup for tomorrow as well. And we thought as like, why not if we just like go on a live, okay, to see anyone who is probably stuck in a jam right now, okay? You don't have to look at us, okay? Just leave your phone on, okay? All right, and like listen for today, Kong Yu mainly is going to in a way talk about the first full moon of the year.
That's right, yeah. And I just want to make sure before we start with the contents, okay, if you are here, you are part of the bunch of people who are here live with us, right, just confirm that the video and audio is okay first.
Yeah.
Right? Well, I do
what I
my
see here,
sharing,
I mean, the video looks okay to me. Okay, I'm not sure about the audio though. There's no comment. I guess probably people is like driving lah.
Possibly,
Okay?
yeah.
So let me try to listen.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I can hear audio, no issues.
It seems like there's no
I
issue.
just did a track on my own. Yeah, so basically, I mean, we just go on impromptu. Okay, no one actually knows about this Facebook Live itself. So we are not expecting many to be able to join us lah. Okay, so randomly. So I guess probably a lot of you will be tuning in later on, okay, as we have actually ended this live, and you can actually listen back to it as a replay. All right, so just in case those of you who are tuning in right now and you're free to type in a greetings or a message, okay, to let us know everything is okay, then please do go ahead. If you're driving, please don't. We're still in the Chinese New Year mode now, okay? You don't want later, anyone just tap on your window and say 恭喜发财. Okay, all right. So just if you're driving, please don't touch your phone screen and all that while Kong Yu is busy doing his resharing of this Facebook Live while I am in no way trying to buy some time.
Okay, I'm pretty much done now.
Yeah, so that he can get himself ready and share with you, okay, the full moon energy,
yes.
which is happening
Yeah.
officially on the calendar is tomorrow.
Yes.
Chap Gourmet.
Right. So, of course, the full moon is an important part of the month because it is the lunar, the yin counterpart of heightened energy, right? So normally we talk about a full moon being the balancing factor, of course, to the main energy of the month, which is more of the solar side, right? So that is more yang, that's more on the masculine. And then anything that is on the moon energy, the lunar energy, is the yin energy is considered generally feminine energy overall, right? So this particular full moon, of course, just like the new moon that we had, that was Choyat for us, is very, very significant because it is the first one for 2024's Wood Dragon year, and then also because it is the first one for the entire period 9.
Yes, right, imagine, right? This is like the first full moon of the entire period 9 of the upcoming 20 years to come. Yep, we have here Carrie Long. Okay, hi Jessie. Blessed Gong Si Fa Chai to
Carol
you.
there
Okay,
as well.
right.
Yes.
Oh my God, she's from Abu Bakar. Okay, we have right schoolmate. Right, and also it's Abu Bakar to Smungi. Now everyone knows my primary school. Proud of it. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess SDAB is...
It's like Carrie and...
Should be, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it should be, right? That's
so.
Abu Bakar, right?
Yeah, Carol Ho was here as well. Hi to you, Carol. Right, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
And then Serious Brides should be here as well. Fatima, Jinnez, and a whole bunch of people, right? So if you can also, since you're on board now, if you're free and available to share this feed on your timeline, that also will be really, really wonderful. So I'll say LNS, right? Like and share the link
Oh yeah,
also.
did you share to my personal Facebook?
I have not.
Oh, then I'll share. Please,
Okay.
you continue on to do the greetings.
So let's talk a bit about the full moon, as I was saying, right? It is, of course, the most powerful sort of counterbalance to the yang energy that is our day-to-day life. Right? You can say that it's our soul's progression on life, right? So that is more based on the sun. So that's why our soul connection to the sun is measured, generally more from the solar calendar perspective. And as we know, the year is super important because it kickstarts the entire 20-year period that we all know now, period 9, super important timing. And then this being the first full moon for the entire period 9, of course, is also very significant. That's why we thought long and hard over it, and we decided to hold a special workshop, right? In-studio workshop for the full moon tomorrow. That's called Dragon's Blessings. It's fully subscribed. So those of you who are signed up and coming, so we're looking forward to it, right? And thank you so much for supporting. And also, kudos to you, bravo to you for embracing the full moon energy and doing the work to it, or whatever that is going to happen tomorrow, yeah? So, hi to Venice as well. Of course, Sirius is here with us.
Yes, hi, Mr. Lim.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, certain significance, of course, besides the fact that it is the first full moon of period 9, which is already the main reason, right, for us to do something, right? Not just in terms of celebrating, which we would normally do with our family, loved ones over the 15th night Chap Gourmet dinner, but also for our own personal development as well, of which we are starting to talk more about. We are starting to also emphasize in terms of working with our inner work, right? Doing the inner gym work that is going to flow, enhance, adjust, calibrate, whatever you call it, our own personal energy as well. So the full moon, of course, is themed around all of this, and particularly also in terms of creating, shaping, manifesting, right? Drafting, seeding, whatever you call it, all of these energies, which is very, very much boosted by full moon, so that we create and we shape a new lifestyle almost, right? Or we make an adjustment to our lifestyle, right? Our routines and also our habits, and inculcating, of course, personal development work, right? So this is, of course, the season that is all about coming to a routine of some sort, because many of us have started this cycle of energy. Some of us started it years ago, some of us started last year, maybe 2 years ago, and then we continue to shape a new sort of a lifestyle, right? Hopefully everybody is doing that to some extent, right? Be it when it comes to our professional work, our career, how we use our day-to-day energy, how we view things, what sort of relationships and what sort of relations that we want to have with the people around us. So at least there will be some degree of shift there all for period 9, because it's a new period. The energy is different than period 8, very different, moving from 8 to 9, and thus to match it better, I'm sure there is some part that we have been adjusting or are adjusting or will be doing so in the near-term future. So this full moon adds the level of energy of shaping or emphasizing the hows, the methods, the methodology. How do we build and craft something? What sort of new routines should we fall into? What sort of new practices and habits should we incorporate into our daily lifestyle so that it serves us towards these new adjusted goals that we have for period 9? So the full moon is super supportive of this. And the underlying energy is the energy of, you can say, a certain sense of trust, a certain sense of belief towards what we want to do, what we stand for, and what we want to represent on a deeper level. You can also say on a more spiritual level, perhaps, right? So, of course, doing this requires a level of trust. We have to trust in what we truly believe in, and we have to trust that if we truly believe in it, things will work out. So this is where the energy of the current can trigger us to be a little kanchiong, a little bit maybe stressed or maybe anxious, like in the very least, in the most positive way, right? Anxious to shape something new, right? Anxious to really begin a new routine and so on, right? But of course, to counterbalance this, like I said, if you have the deep sense of trust that you have decided for your own good in the long term, you have decided that it is something that you want to change, a lifestyle that you want to shift for a deeper meaning in life, then trust that it will work out, and realize that there is some added pressure here, especially practically speaking. We'll be thinking, oh, now Chinese New Year is almost over, right? Now we have to get back to work, and we have to meet our deadlines, our new goals, so that we can actually shape our new lifestyle, right? Or new career, new profession, and so on. So relax a little bit, just drop into the level of trust, right? Look deep into your heart energy and trust that the process will unfold and let the pieces fall together. So this is a good time for that, right? And within that as well, we spoke about this in the Facebook Live on Wednesday, the importance to, in a way, to realize that we are our souls embodying, right, a physical body, but the physical body is just one part of it, right? And that there is that energy connection that we should try to enhance, the connection that we should try to make stronger, right, between us and the energy of the environment and the rest of the universe. So this dissolution, this getting rid of this physical structure, having the knowledge and the acceptance that we transcend our physical boundary is also very important, right, for this particular period 9 overall, as we spoke about during the Facebook Live, right? So again, the full moon gives us that heightened awareness of that, and when we work with the energy of full moon, we can also at least initiate that connection, right? That we are more than just our physical body as well, right? That we transcend touch, we transcend sight, because when we talk about something physical, normally we would, to me, we would lock into it in terms of what we see and what it feels like, right? So, but then when we enhance the other part of our 5 senses, the other 3 senses, the hearing, right, the taste, and also the smell, right? So this 3 is also very complementary, but often we give priority to touch and also sight. So that's why overall, right, so this is a good time to get more in tune with all your 5 senses overall as well, yeah? And like I was saying, as you anchor, many of us will be a bit anxious or stressed, right, as we wrap up Chinese New Year season for this year, right? We're getting on with things, moving back to the work, achieving our goals and targets. So remember, trust in the divine and trust in yourself, right? That if you have that trust, that full deep belief that you are indeed allowing yourself to move on the right path, that is for your own personal and spiritual growth, then everything will work out in its time. Yeah. So this is the energy of the full moon. And of course, in working towards that, we have curated a couple of workshops, right? So as you may know, and we'll recap some of it, is of course the Dragon's Blessings, Full Moon Manifesting Abundance workshop, which is fully subscribed for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right, and then we have the Transformational Breathwork, which is made online. It's on Sunday, the 25th, okay, at 2:30 p.m. And then, of course, for all men like us, I really encourage you, if you can, make it to the Sacred Men's Circle, which is happening on the evening, the night of Sunday, the 25th.
Yeah, speaking of men, okay, Leanne here says, hello, Sifu and Kei from Yo.
Oh.
He's coming for the men's circle, right?
Yes, he is, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So it's like, aside from what Kong Yev said, yeah, also because I find that it is such a blessing, okay, right? Really, like tomorrow is like full moon, is like, that's why we team it, the workshop, as a Dragon's Blessing. It is really, really such a blessing for us to be able to be here, okay, for this special first full moon of the year. Not only that, okay, as Kong Yev put it, it's also the first full moon of the entire period 9. All right, something that comes by only in every 180 years after the Grand Centurion portal opens, okay? Right, and it's like really, really a very special occasion that that now that this month, whatever energy that's in a way brought together, okay, all right, of this month, or represented, or significance of this particular month, okay, of the tiger itself, okay, it's important for us to know about it and also in a way to tap, to be able to flow with it. And probably some of you have heard before, as in when I talk about the 12th Tiger Gua, okay, or the yearly 12th Tiger Gua itself, right? Now, the Tiger month, okay, is also a very significant month where we call this month in Chinese, we call it a Sam Yang Hoi Tai. Right, this is a month of, in terms of I Ching, is a hexagram of the unity hexagram, right? Hexagram number 11, okay, is like Dei Tian Tai, okay? Dei Tian Tai is right, okay, is one of the best hexagram, okay, one of the most favorable, one of the best hexagram, okay, of all out of the 64 hexagram. I mean, I'm sure those of you, if you've heard of this Taiwanese chain called the Ding Tai Feng, right, okay, they actually use 3 of the most auspicious, progressive, okay, growing hexagram itself as their main, I would say, name, okay, for the whole entire group, okay, of like this chain of restaurant Ding Tai Feng, okay. So this one itself is actually that particular hexagram of time, okay, or some call it peace, some call it unity, okay. It's a heaven and earth hexagram, and this particular hexagram itself, what we call Sam Yang Hoi Tai, means that it's a time for this, like in a way, like the yang qi, okay, to radiate and to shine, to eventually from the bottom, okay, the qian gua, the bottom, the 3 yang line, okay, in a way will start from this month onwards to penetrate energy rising, okay, and in a way reaching towards like the heaven, okay, which is supposed to be on top, because this month itself, right, you will see the yin time means the earth on top, heaven at the bottom, okay. So this particular earth energy which is going down and the heaven's energy which is going up itself, right, therefore it forms a unison or a unity hexagram. Now those of you who are into energy works, why we come up with this dragon's blessing? Do you need water?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Nicole, can you please bring water, please? Okay, so when you look at this particular month, why are we coming up with this dragon's blessing manifestation, okay, a workshop? Why is it suddenly over the weekend? We have also online to cater to everyone around the world. Can just join us online, okay, for this transformational breath work, okay, and also then you can also join Kong Yu on Sunday night itself for his Sacred Man Circle. So because all these things, we are in a way curating these workshops, okay, to achieve that unison of energy, okay, that unison of energy means that, okay, the yin and the yang energy, the heaven and the earth energy, in a way unites together. And when it unites together in harmony, okay, all right, that is when magic is going to happen, all right? Because you see, if you really look into it, right, okay, in terms of like Chinese, okay, your energy is your Ren Mai and your Tu Mai, the front meridians and the back meridian, right, going all the way down, okay, all right, from the root itself and coming all the way up to your Pak Wei or the 100 meeting points itself, right, okay, right, this is like, right, how to say, the combinations of the yin and yang energy, the rising and ascending and descending energy, right, okay? And this month itself, the energy represents that. And it's best for what? It is best for manifestation. That's why, right, there's this term they call it like, in a way, Chun Kei Cao Bo. Okay? It means that in spring itself, we manifest. By autumn itself, we will be able to reap the result. We will be able to see the result itself. Therefore, we use this full moon, okay? Fullness of the moon energy. Everything goes into its like fullness, okay, to in a way manifest for a totally, I would say, new abundance, okay. Therefore, tomorrow you will see all these particular workshops itself is all about like how to achieve abundance. And we are not achieving only for this particular day or this particular month. We are trying to in a way use this energy, tap into it, do certain rituals. That's why we are here, in a way doing our preparations work, okay, for this weekend itself, for all the onlines and also the offlines workshop itself, for us to achieve this by tapping into the heaven's energy of the first full moon of the entire period 9.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why, of course, every spring is important, every tiger month is important, right, in the calendar of the year, but it is especially important as we start a whole new 20-year period. So that's why it is super powerful. And then if you look at it from many perspectives, you've been following what Jesse's sharings, our sharings, some of what I have written independently as well, then it's also, you see it in other indications also, right? People explain it in different ways, right? Pluto is in Aquarius, fresh for a whole new phase of 20 years, which is period 9 essentially, right? And then the fact that there is a balance of Mars and Venus, right? This whole entire week leading up to the weekend. So perfect enhancement, right, of what Jesse was already saying, that February being the tiger month and represented by the hexagram, right, of which both the channels, our personal body meridian points are actually meeting or is converging, or the Ren Mai and the Tu Mai.
So it's the best thing for us is like, example, tomorrow, the first full moon itself is like, it's always the best thing to work on the chakras, okay? Right, the chakras itself, of course, you have the front and the back chakras of all the 7 main chakras that we have, the Ren Mai, Tu Mai thing, okay? And also it's like, it's best for energy work. So because someone here, okay, I couldn't read your name in Korean, okay? Right, she was asking, I assume it's a she, okay? When is the best to do Tai Sui ritual prayer? Today, February 23rd, or tomorrow? Thank you in advance, okay? Now, I would say that Tai Sui ritual prayer, anytime after winter solstice, where every time after, in a way, 过冬, 冬节, okay, by December 22nd, you can do it. Now, I wouldn't want to specifically just do a Tai Sui prayer, okay, on a first full moon or a Chap Gobe day. It's not to say you can't, you can do it. but I will dedicate this day to do prayers that focuses on ascension of energy. Example, if you go Junwan, you know, if you do prayers, you know, besides Tai Sui, pray to the Tai Sui, Chok Fok, okay, you have like Gai Mong, Gai Sat, all these things, right? There's one specific prayers, it's called Junwan, okay? So Junwan itself, right, okay, is Jun Hong Wan. Hong Wan means it's like you are turning, how to say, stirring and turning up your luck, okay? So normally what we'll do is for this prayers itself, right, you'll be going in like circle, okay, right, in a clockwise, okay, how to say, direction, okay? Now, the intention of this prayers itself is to raise that energy. Imagine the energy or the Kundalini energy all the way from the root itself. You want to raise it, all right, all the way up to your crown so that now you can connect or be united. Okay, you remember unity hexagram, Dei Tian Tai. Humans represents on earth, okay? The divine represents the heaven, right? So this is the moment where we want to achieve or do certain rituals or prayers, okay, or workshops that helps us to raise this energy, at the same time connect with the divine, all right? So I wouldn't raise a sacred day like this to do a Tai Sui prayer where you can just do it anytime, you know, right? Sip Tai Sui or Tai Sui Fok and all that, you can do it anytime. But do on this special dates itself, on the first full moon of the year, okay, focusing on like harnessing, okay, that particular, I will say, like a connection of energy, okay, between, okay, the divine and ourself on earth itself. That's the purpose of Dei Tian Tai. How unity hexagram connecting earth and heaven. So this is the best time for manifestation. This is the best time for energy work. This is the best time for raising that energy. Therefore, okay, right, this weekend itself, right, tomorrow and also the day after tomorrow, we dedicate, okay, all the workshops for this particular purposes. So I hope that answer your question, because thanks for that question. It's like, you know, I've always been like, in a way, since young, I was raised in the temple. I enjoy doing all this, it's like, in a way, prayer works and all that. And every specific date and every specific ritual itself has a deeper meaning to it. For us, it's like we don't have to pray all the time, but as long as we know the specific special energy day to do a specific ritual that connects with it, heaven, earth, man, all connects together. All right, so that's the purpose. It's like we are doing all these particular workshops, okay, right? Eventually, it's like energy work that's going on. So I highly recommend you. Tomorrow, the Dragon Blessings workshop is already fully booked. We throw it out, I think within like less than 48 hours, it's all fully booked, okay? Thanks for that. But we do have opened up for the online, okay, transformational breath work with sound healing, all right, which is happening on Sunday, all right, also in a way as like available, okay, worldwide, wherever you are, to tap into this energy of the full moon, of this new full moon, okay, and in a way work ourselves to its best, okay. So the link is in this Facebook Live. Do join us wherever you are. Give yourself, in a way, open up your heart, open up your mind, try this particular transformational breath work on this auspicious, sacred, like durations of the full moon itself, and see, okay, what magic, okay, can it actually, in a way, like brings to you, okay, at the end of the day. And of course, those men out there, okay, shouting out to you, if you're in KL Sunday, if you can join Kong Yu. I know quite a number at this time, okay, of you have actually, in a way, registered for the men's circle. Exactly, it's at 8 o'clock, right? Sunday, 8 p.m.
That's right, it's at 8 to 10:30 p.m.
Yes, okay, do join Kong Yu, okay, physically. I mean, we cannot take that many, all right, because we also have limitations, but we still have slots available, okay? If you're called to it, come and join this, because not only because of the workshop, also because of the date. It's a special moment, okay, in this entire period of the period 9 as well.
That's right. Yes. So guys, right, if you can make it, if you have not signed up yet, please register in the link below. And it has been an interesting journey as well, curating the workshop, right? So between the date, fixing it now, and having it possibly at a later date and all that. So the divine has basically intervened, and lo and behold, right? It is actually on February 25th, which is Sunday. So hope to see you all there. Right, we'll talk more about all of this.
Rika Jain say, hello Sifu from India. Thank you for joining us, okay? All right, and the Korean name say thank you.
That's
okay,
right.
Vinny say hi.
Janice is here as well. Janice,
okay.
hi.
Yep.
Right,
Thank you so much. Donna Poon
Yep.
is here as
Donna,
well.
hi, Donna.
Yeah, Donna
Yep.
Poon is here as well. All right, I guess pretty much that's it, right? Okay.
right.
All right, we cannot like talk too long, even though it's like, of course, there's like plenty for me to share. You should be looking at the room. We are every time before a workshop, we are clearing the room, we are preparing the rooms, we are preparing all the things that is needed for one particular workshop itself. Okay, that can only so far maximum like 21 of you, okay, who can join us physically. But I think the fulfillment is something that we are truly, truly looking forward to.
That's
Okay?
right.
Because every time when we run this workshop, okay, the entire team is here. Jolson is there, Nicole is there behind the scene, all preparing for tomorrow and also for the Sunday workshop as well. Okay? All right, so thank you so much,
Thanks,
okay,
everyone.
to all of you.
Yes.
All right, so yeah, hope you have a great still Lo Sang, right? The dinner. All right, tonight, probably tomorrow, probably is the last day. Okay. All right, you can do the Lo Sang itself. All right. Thank you so much for always being here, supportive towards us. Please do help us to share this Facebook Live out so that it can reach out to more people.
Have a blessed full moon. Have a wonderful Chop Gourmet. Right,
Yeah.
and a wonderful weekend ahead. Hopefully, we see you here.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Someone needs to press first. Yeah. Nicole comes to the rescue. Okay. Bye.